Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham
Om Jai Nithyananda Swami Jai Jai Nithyananda Lokanath Sthidakasho Bhagavan Kali Kalmashamagdana Nitya Uttarana Chikishaya Swami Om Jai Nithyananda Om Jai Nithyananda Swami Jai Jai Nithyananda
Nithyanandam. Before we begin the Pada Puja and the Paramashiva Puja today, we request all the Pada Puja participants and everybody else who is participating in this puja physically here and online to declare the following with integrity and authenticity. If you agree to this, please say yes loudly. I authentically recognize, which is in a process, understand and declare truth that the cosmic energy exists. Yes, I authentically recognize, which is the process, understand and declare truth that Swamiji, Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva and Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti, the Guru Padakas and the Atmalinga are the Chinmaya Vigrahas, the embodiment and representation of that very cosmic energy. Yes. I authentically cognize, which is the process, understand, and declare truth. The water of doing the Pada Puja to Swamiji and the Paramashiva Puja to Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva to Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti will reach the cosmic source of energy directly. Yes. I authentically cognize, which is the process, understand, and declare truth of Soham as me. Nay, even when I worship, I am Him. Yes. Let us now enter into the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, followed by the Paramashiva Puja. Now, please be seated in the meditative space of gratitude and deep restful awareness in your Anandagandha. The first offering is Sadguru Vandana. Now, please take some flowers in your hands, close your eyes, and offer the flowers at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji at the end of the mantra. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadusham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. The next is the Guru Parampara Vandana. Now, please take some flowers in your hands, close your eyes, and offer the flowers at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji at the end of the mantra. Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambham Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. The next is the Arunagiri Yogishwara Vandanam. Now, please take some flowers in your hands, close your eyes, and offer the flowers at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji at the end of the mantra. Lalate Tripundri Litilakita Kasturi Tilakaha Spuranmala Dhara Spurita Kadikopi Navasanaha Dadano Dushtaram Shirashi Parirajam Shashikalam Pradipa Sarvesham Arunagiri Yogi Vijayate.
The next is Tattvachamani, the ritual sticks of cleansing of the mouth. Now please take, keeping your right hand like a cow's ear, pour one udharni of water from the Panchapatram and chant each of the following mantras internally. Drink the water that flows through the base of the palm.
Om Atmatattvam Shodayami Svada. Om Vidyatattvam Shodayami Svada. Om Shivatattvam Shodayami Svada. Now, please wash your right hand. Chanting the following mantra internally, wipe the upper and lower lips twice, using the base of your right hand thumb, moving the hand from right to the left of the lips. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your right hand, the water, the Panchapatram.
With the tips of the right hand, index and middle and ring fingers, touch the above of upper lips, below the lower lips. With the tips of the right hand, index finger and thumb joined together, touch the right nostril, left nostril. With the tips of the right hand, index finger and thumb joined together, gently touch right eye, right ear, left ear. Wash your right hand with the water in the Panchapatram. With the base of the right hand thumb and the little finger touch the navel, right chest, left chest. With the right hand fingertips together touch the top of the head, right shoulder, left shoulder and the heart center.
The next is the Shuklam Bhardaram. Now, keep Medakshita in your right hand, clench your hands and tap beside your forehead 5 times, visualizing that the nectar in the Sushumna Nadi is reaching to Mahaganapati, who is seated in the Mooladhara Chakra, and the nectar oozing through the head is drenching your hands directly while you chant the mantra. Om Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadatam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantayet. The next is the pranayama. Continue to keep the akshata in your right hand. Now open only the little finger, ring finger and the thumb. During the pranayama, use the thumb to close the right nostril and the ring and little finger to close the left nostril. Closing the right nostril, inhale slowly through the left nostril. Once you have inhaled fully, close both the nostrils and hold the breath inside as long as possible. Exhale through the right nostril alone very slowly. During this inhalation, retention and exhalation, chant the Pancha Brahma mantras and the Shadanga mantras 3 times internally. Om Om Ishanamudaya Namaha, Om Tatpurusvaktaya Namaha, Om Agorasudaya Namaha, Om Vamadeva Kushaya Namaha, Om Satyajatamutyaya Namaha, Om Hamridaya Namaha, Om Shirse Namaha, Om Shikaya Namaha, Om Kavachaya Namaha, Om Nitrabhyo Namaha, Om Astraya Namaha, Om Ishanamudaya Namaha, Om Tatpurusvaktaya Namaha, Om Agorasudaya Namaha, Om Vamadeva Kushaya Namaha, Om Satyajatamutyaya Namaha, Om Hamridaya Namaha, Om Shirse Namaha, Om Shikaya Namaha, Om Kavachaya Namaha, Om Nitrabhyo Namaha, Om Astraya Namaha, Om Ishanamudaya Namaha, Om Tatpurusvaktaya Namaha, Om Agorasudaya Namaha, Om Vamadeva Kushaya Namaha, Om Satyajatamutyaya Namaha, Om Hamridaya Namaha, Om Shirse Namaha, Om Shikaya Namaha, Om Kavachaya Namaha, Om Nitrabhyo Namaha, Om Astraya Namaha. Now, please touch your right ear. The next is the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution. Now, keeping the akshata in your left palm, close it with your right palm, and keep both the hands on the right eye, and offer it at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji at the end of the mantra. Mamopata samasta durita kshayadvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartam Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartam Cha Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanaha Ditiya Parate Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvatamanmantare Ashtavimshaditame Nitya Yuge प्रथमे पादे जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे भरतखण्डे मेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शकाब्दे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये विकारिणां संवत्सरे दक्षिणायने श्रीलक्ष्मी वेङ्कटेश ऋतौ धनुर्मासे शुक्लपक्षे अष्टम्यां शुभऋतौ शुक्रवासरयुक्तायाम् उत्तरभाद्रपद नक्षत्र शिवयोग वृष्टिकरण एवं गुणविशेषण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभऋतौ श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशान्त श्यामला पीठारूढ श्री मीनाक्षी सुन्दरेश्वराभिन्न स्वरूप परश्वपुत्र रत्नकुमार गुरुमन्यतुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विष्णुत सकल निगमागण सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह काहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्याप वर्ग वर्ष विश्रान जीमूत परम तकलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापन आचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु श्रवण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणा नरहार ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगत गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामी नाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ महासंस्थान ज्ञान साम्राज्य शासक सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ त्रिलवद्युत्तर दुष्टम गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदि अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदि पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ ध्यान पीठ मथा गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशतम गुरु महासन्निधान साक्षात् श्री परमेश्वर समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ Shri Ramachandra Surasena Ityadi Anvachinda Sarvabhauma Chakravarti Paramparagata Chatushashti Yogini Mandita Chatushashti Sampradaya Pravartaka Manudharma Shasana Surya Vamcha Prapta Sarvagya Pita Surangi Samraja Murda Bhishikta Chuda Mani Mahanirvani Pitasya Ashtotra Sahasra Shri Mahamandaleshwara Adalapītasya Ashtotra Sahasratama Ashtotra Sahasra Shri Adalapītadhīshvara Dharma Mukti Swarga Puraswana Pītasya Triyovimcha Guru Mahasannidhana Srimad Paramahamsa Parivrajakaचार्य Varya Sachidananda Pranavasvarupa Shrotriya Brahmanishta Nityotsavalitya Mangaladikta Kalyani Nityarishta Nithyananda Pita Mahasamsthana Mahasimhasana Pita Katre Shri Kailas Punaruddharaka Shri Kailas Paramacharya Jagadguru Shri Lakshmi Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Shri Jnanatam Bandha Deshika Paramacharya Swaminam Prityartam Tesham Padarvindayoho Bhakti Siddhyartam Guru Kripa Kataksha Siddhyartam Shremasthayira Veeravaja Ayura Rogya Aishwaryanam Vivridyartam Dharmartha Kama Moksha Chaturvida Pala Purushayata Siddhyartam Mama Samastu Dopashantyartam Samasta Mangala Vapyartam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prasadena Sakudam Bhasya Jnana Vairagya Jivan Mukti Prapyartam Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Avatar Bhuta Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Pratyaksha Pada Pujam Karishye Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Pujam Cha Karishye.
Now, wash your hand with a drop of water in the Panchapatram, chanting the following mantra.
Om Apopasprisya.
The next is Ghantanada. Now ring the bell loudly with your left hand, holding it firmly over your heart level and chant the following mantra.
Om Agamatantu Devanam Gamanatantu Rakshasam Ghantanadam Karonyado Devata Vahanalanchanam Ghanta Devatabhyo Namaha. The next is the Manasa Puja, the internal worship of our inner space. Now, please take some flowers in your hands, close your eyes, and visualize His Then Holiness Swamiji seated on a white lotus in your Anandagandha, placing your hand in front of the Anandagandha in Purva Mudra, and offer the flowers at the divine lotus feet of His Then Holiness Swamiji at the end of the mantra. Om Hrit Padmamasanam Dadyat Sahasrarachitam Hridaihi Padyam Charanayo Dadyat Manastu Argyam Nivedayet Tenam Ritena Achamaniyam Snaniyam Tena Chashmitam Akashatatvam Gastram Syat Gandhasyat Gandhatatvakam Chittam Prakalpayet Pushpam Dhupam Pranan Prakalpayet Tejastatvam Chadipartam Naivedyam Syat Sudhamudhi Anahatadvanir Ghanta Vayutatvam Chachamaram Sahasraram Bhave Chatram Shabdatatvam Jagitakam Nityamindriya Karmani Chanchalyam Manasasrata Sumekalam Padmamalam Pushpam Nana Vidam Tata Amayadye Bhava Pushpaihi Archaye Bhava Kocharam Amayam Manahankaram Aragam Mamadam Tata Amohakam Madam Pancha Advesha Akshobhakaudata Amacharyam Malobancha Tajapushpam Vidurbudaha Ahimsa Paramam Pushpam Pushpam Indriya Nigraha Daya Pushpam Kshama Pushpam Jnana Pushpam Cha Panchamam Iti Panchalase Bhava Pushpaihi Sampujayet Bhagavantam Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. The next is the Upachara Puja. The first offering is Asanam, offering to the sea to the His Then Holiness Swamiji. Now, please take some flowers and akshata in your hands and offer it at the divine lotus feet of His Then Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra.
Om Sarvabhutam Tarastaya Sarvabhutam Taratmane Kalpayami Paveshartam Asanam Te Namo Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Suvarnasanam सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः.
The next offering is Swagatam, welcoming the Master. Now, please take some service in your hands, close your eyes, and offer it at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra. Swagatam Om Shantatvat Sarvakartritvat Bhavot Paritikaranat Shiva Ukto Mahatantra Mantra Vidhis Sada Shivaha Tasmai Shivaya Gurave Vitaragakalaye Vai Ame Yatva Tanantoyam Majatva Chaprakititaha Yasya Darshanamichanti Devat Swabhishta Siddhaye Tasmai Te Parameshana Swagatam Swagatam Prabho Adya Me Sabalam Janma Jivanam Sapala Kriyaha Swagatam Yatvaya Tanme Tabasam Palamagatam Om Hrim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Swagatam Suswagatam Te.
The next offering is water. The offering of water for washing the divine lotus feet of Swamiji. Now please take udarni of water in your hands and offer it at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra.
Tvadyam Om Yad Bhaktilesha Samparkat
Paramananda Samplavah Tasmai Te Parameshana Padyam Shuddhaya Kalpaye Om Hrim Etat Padyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. The next offering is Arghya, the offering of the traditional bouquet. Now please take the conch in your hands and offer the Arghya at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra. Om Durva Shakta Samayuktam Bilva Patram Tata Param Shobhanam Shanka Patrastam Grihanargham Maheshwara. Om Shrim Esho Arghyaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Parameshwaya Swaha. The next is Achamaniyam, the offering of water for mouthwash. Now please take an udarni of water in your hands and offer at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra. Om Manda Kinyastu Yadvari Sarva Papaharam Shivam Grahanachamaniyam Tvam Maya Bhaktya Niveditam. Om Hrim Idam Achamaniyodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Swadha. The next is Madhuparka, the offering of the honey sweetened milk. Now please take the Madhuparka in your hands and offer it at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra.
Madhuparkaha Om Sarva Kalmashanashaya Paripurna Shuddhatmakam Madhuparkamimam Deva Kalpayami Prasidame. Om Jim Esha Madhuparkaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Swadha. The next offering is Gandhatailam, the offering of the scented oil. Now, please take the Gandhatailam in your hands and offer the Gandhatailam at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra. Gandhatailam Om Sneham Grahana Snehena Lokana Milakaraka Sarvalokeshu Shuddhasvam Dadami Snehamuttamam. Om Hrim Idam Gandhatailam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami.
The next is Naniyam, the offering of the sacred bath. Now please take an udarni of water from the Panchapatram and offer it at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra. Please ring the bell loudly.
स्नानीयम् ॐ इदं सुशीतलं वारि स्वच्छं शुद्धं मनोहरम् स्नानार्थं ते मया भक्त्या कल्पितं प्रतिगृह्यताम् ॐ ह्रीं इदं स्नानीयोदकम् सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय निवेदयामि. Next offering is Vastram, the offering of the divine clothes. Now, please take the Vastram in your hands and offer it at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra. Vastram Om Maya Chitrapatashanna Nijagushyuru Tejase Niravarana Vignaya Vasaste Kalpayamyaham Om Hri Idam वस्तोत्तरीयम् सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय निवेदयामि.
The next offering is Abharanam, the offering of sacred jewels. Now please take the Abharana in your hand and offer it at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra.
आभरणम् ॐ स्वभावसुन्दराङ्गाय नानाशक्त्याश्रयायते सुवर्णं भूषणं तुभ्यं कल्पयामि प्रसीद मे ॐ ह्रीं इदं सुवर्णाभरणं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय निवेदयामि. The next offering is Gandha, the offering of the fragrant sandalwood paste. Now, please take some Gandha, the sandalwood paste in your hands, and offer it at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra. Gandhaha Om Shariram Tena Janami Cheshtam Naiva Cha Maya Niveditam Gandham Parigrishya Vilipyatam
Om Hrim Esha Gandhaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya
Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha.
The next offering is Pushpam, the offering of flowers. Now please take some flowers smeared with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra.
Pushpam Om Turiyamana Sampannam Nana Gunamanoharam Ananda Saurabham Pushpam Drishyatamiramuttamam Om Hrim Etani Sachandana Pushpani Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Bhaushate.
The next offering is Bilva Patram, the offering of Bilva leaf. Now please take the Bilva leaf smeared with the sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra.
Bilva Patram Om Amritodbhavam Shri Riksham Shankarasya Sada Priyam Bilva Patram Prayachami Pavitram Te Sureshwara Om Hrim Etani Sachandana Bilva Patrani Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Bhaushate.
The next offering is Tulasi Patram, the offering of Tulasi leaf. Now please take the Tulasi leaf smeared with sandalwood paste and offer it at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra.
Tulasi Patram Om Namaste Bahurupaya Varadamurtaye Paramatmane Swaha Om Hrim Idam Sachandana Tulasi Patram Sarvadeva Devi
Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha. The next offering is Dhupaha, the offering of incense. Now please take the lit incense sticks in your hands and slowly wave towards at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra. And please ring the bell as you do so.
धूपः ॐ वनस्पतिरसो दिव्यो गन्धाय सुमनोहरः आग्रेय सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं परिदृश्यताम् ॐ ह्रीं एष धूपः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः.
The next offering is Deepaha, the offering of light. Now please take the lit lamp in your hands and slowly wave towards at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra. And please ring the bell as you do so.
दीपः ॐ सुप्रकाशो महादीपः सर्वदस्तिमिरापहः सभाभ्याभ्यन्तरज्योतिर्दीपोऽयं परिगृह्यताम् ॐ ह्रीं एष दीपः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः.
The next offering is Naivedyam, the offering of sacred food. Now please take a gurney of water and hover it clockwise over the Naivedyam and offer it at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra. And please ring the bell as you do so.
नैवेद्यम् ॐ नैवेद्यं विविधं देव शर्करादिविनिर्मितं मया निवेदितं भक्त्या गृहाण परमेश्वर ॐ ह्रीं इदं सोपकर्णनैवेद्यं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय निवेदयामि.
The next offering is Paniyam, the offering of pure drinking water. Now please take an udarni of water in your hands and offer it to the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra.
पानीयम् ॐ समस्तदेवदेवेश सर्वतृप्तिकरं परम् अखण्डानन्द सम्पूर्णं ग्रहाण जलमुत्तमम् ॐ ह्रीं इदं पानाचोदकम् सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः.
The next offering is Punarachamaniyam, the offering of the water of cleaning. Now please take a gurney of water in your hands and offer it at the divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra.
पुनराचमनीयम् ॐ उच्छिष्टमप्यसुचर्वा यस्य स्मरणमात्रतः शुद्धिमाप्नोति तस्मै ते पुनराचमनीयकम् ॐ ह्रीं इदं पुनराचमनीयोदकम् सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय स्वाहा.
The next is Aratrikam, the offering of Arati to His Divine Holiness Swamiji. Now please take the lit camphor in the
Camphor vessel in your right hand and slowly wave towards divine lotus feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra. And please ring the bell as you do so. Aratrikam ॐ ह्रीं एषा दीपमाला सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः. ॐ राजाधिराजाय प्रसन्नसाहिने नमो वयं वैश्रवणाय कुर्महे तमे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यम् कामेश्वरो वैश्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वैश्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः. भवानी ललितं नमामि भवं भवानी ललितं नमामि भवं भवानी ललितं नमामि आराधितं समर्पयामि भगवती नित्यानन्द परमशिव कमलेभ्यो नमः
ब्रह्मठतरोर्मूले वृद्धा शिष्या गुरुर्युवा वृद्धा शिष्या गुरुर्युवा गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानं नित्यं गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानं शिष्यास्तु छिन्न संशया स्वामी ॐ जय नित्यानन्दा
पुष्पाञ्जलिः गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरं मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः अनेकजन्मसम्प्राप्त कर्मबन्धविदायिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्री गुरवे जगद्गुरु ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तं द्वन्द्वातीतं आत्ममध्यादिलक्ष्यं एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं लोकातीतं समर्पयामि स्वामी ॐ जय नित्यानन्दा
स्वामी जय जय नित्यानन्दम् ॐ जय नित्यानन्दा स्वामी जय जय नित्यानन्दा लोकनाथ स्थिराकाशो भगवान् कलिकल्मषमग्नानां नित्या उत्तारणचिकीर्षया स्वामी ॐ जय Swami Om Jai Nithyananda. Om Jai Nithyananda. Swami Jai Jai Nithyananda. Lokanath Sthita Kasho Bhagavan Kali Kalmashamagna Nitya Uttarana Chikishaya. Swami Om Jai Nithyananda. सर्वदेवी स्वरूपाय नित्या सर्वदेव स्वरूपिणे नित्य सर्वदेव स्वरूपिणे विरक्ति भक्ति नैर्मल्य नित्या विरक्ति भक्ति नैर्मल्य नित्या भूति मंगलकारिणे स्वामी ओम जय नित्यानंदा. ओम जय नित्यानंदा. स्वामी जय जय नित्यानंदा. लोकनाथ स्थित काशो भगवान कलि कल्मषमग्नानां नित्य उत्तारण चिकीर्षया. स्वामी ओम जय नित्यानंदा. ओम जय नित्यानंदा. स्वामी जय जय नित्यानंदा. लोकनाथ स्थित काशो भगवान कलि कल्मषमग्नानां नित्य उत्तारण चिकीर्षया. स्वामी ओम जय नित्यानंदा. ओम जय नित्यानंदा. स्वामी जय जय नित्यानंदा. लोकनाथ स्थित काशो भगवान कलि कल्मषमग्नानां नित्य उत्तारण चिकीर्षया. स्वामी ओम जय नित्यानंदा.
जय परमहंस श्री श्री नित्यानंद स्वामी की जय.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्. ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्. ॐ नित्यानन्द.
தாயெனத் தோன்றினாளே. தூயவன் ஆனந்த தாண்டவன் மாணவன் தீராத அன்பினாலே, தீராத அன்பினாலே, தீராத அன்பினாலே.
He starts calling and threatening. Because it was our family issue, I did not want to go back to my parents because I know that my future will not be right. And I know that if I go, he will force me to file a fake rape charge against Swamiji.
I just wanted to highlight a point over here. I had a call with him. I had spoken to him. And that is where I confronted him about the financial embezzlement. Till then, he never mentioned about taking the kids home. I also wanted to share another witness, another proof, like how it is a clear conspiracy. If you remember the day one when the police came, so I was actually shocked when she told that police have come and she called me immediately. I was totally shocked. I tried reaching out to my father. I continuously called him. If he really only wanted to get us both out, he would have picked up the phone that day, at least left a message. He didn't miss my calls, he cut my calls. He kept declining my calls. I called at least 20 times. He declined my calls. Why? If all he wanted was for us both to come out that day and not anything else, if his intention was not to create a ruckus in the ashram but just to get us both out, he would have picked my call. He did not.
Here is a father claiming that his daughters have been kidnapped and is getting a call from the daughter's number and he is declining the call. This one huge hole is enough for everyone to understand the larger conspiracy in this whole thing that was triggered in the name of a false abduction complaint. What would a parent do when there is a call coming in from your child's number? You would just be waiting, dying for the call.
So he was continuously cutting my call. I called for 20 times. And on the other side, the police at night were harassing my sister, Nithyananda, to come to the police station midnight.
After 12 hours of argument, literally I will say pleading by our side, they allowed us to give a statement from the place that we were in. So it is possible, the police itself told it is legally possible. Then why did they try to convince us to come to the police station for 12 hours? We had 15 police who came, but they tried to force us. Literally they were almost manhandling us. They tried to pull me to take me to the police station, but after 12 hours when they knew that we will not give in. I am not going to give way for them to take me. Then they told, yes, it is possible, and took the statement. Why?
The police did not have a written complaint. I kept asking. I was so concerned. They did not want anyone else to accompany her. They wanted only her to come to the police station. They told her to come alone. And who? Most of them were men.
आनन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिम् द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतम् भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं Sadgurum tam namami. Nithyanandam, welcoming all the viewers, those who are watching us live on Nithyananda TV, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now TV, and through Enlighten app. A very good morning and welcoming everybody for this segment of Morning Satsang. I'm sure that yesterday, when all of you have watched Satsang, it is something when Swamiji himself said that you have to at least watch the Satsang 5-6 times to cognize it, what exactly he shared. Always Swamiji's Satsangs are so deep that each sentence, it can take hours to understand. And yesterday was just so amazing. The way Swamiji described a darshan, a beautiful darshan of Mahakali herself. Swamiji shared that it is only prayer, intense prayer is the antidote for your depression. We go through multiple ups and downs. We go through our emotional ups and downs. Sometimes it is very periodic. For few people it happens in the morning, for few people it happens in the evening. Swamiji said that intense prayer is the only antidote for your depression. At that time, when you remember your Ishta Devata, when you pray to your Ishta Devata, to whomsoever you feel connected to, that is the way you can get out of that depression. And very beautifully Swamiji shared with all of us that the concept of one Ishta Devata or one God is literally like a demon in your life, Rakshas Devata. Swamiji said, to whomsoever you feel that he is your Ishta. If you feel Mahaganapati is your Ishta, then he is the ultimate. Then he will liberate you. He will take you to the end. If you feel that Kartikeya, Lord Muruga, is your Ishta Devata, then he'll take you to the ultimate. He is the ultimate. When you feel Paramashiva himself is your Ishta Devata, then he will take you to the ultimate. Or you feel with Adi Parashakti or Mahakali or Lord Vishnu, anybody you feel connected to, he is the ultimate. Also Swamiji said that as per the Shastras, even your parents, your guru, even if they are not enlightened, and if you feel that they are your Ishta, then whether they are enlightened or not, you will become enlightened just because of your integrity to them. Similarly, the concept of Ishta Devata makes Hinduism so unique because you are free to connect with whomsoever you feel to. And Swamiji said there is no concept of connected to only one Ishta Devata. At one point of time when you feel like that, from like Swamiji shared, that if you feel connected to Lord Rama, at one point of time you feel that now your Ishta Devata is Kali, then you just need to pray that, oh Rama, from one form of yours, now I am connecting to Kali. It is both the form are same. The moment you start connecting to your Ishta, they will take you to the ultimate. And very beautifully Swamiji shared the vision, the darshan which Swamiji had and initiated all of us. So with that initiation, with that the deep understandings which Swamiji gave yesterday, we would like to move ahead for this segment, because anything with Swamiji is sharing, it has, like behind the scenes if you see, there's an immense, tremendous hard work. Swamiji himself has happened only for this avataric mission to establish the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, to rebuild Sri Kailasa, to have an enlightened ecosystem which is Sri Kailasa around the world. An enlightened civilization, establishing an enlightened civilization. What it takes to create this history, what it takes to create this enlightened ecosystem, I'm having in the panel my co-sannyasis to share all minute details. Of course, it's very short time to even share that, but we would like to give an overview of the immense hard work and contribution that Swamiji has done to give these experiences to each one of us. So today, I'm having in the panel Ma Jnanatmananda Swami, a Purna Sannyasi of Nithyananda order, to share with all the contribution and the immense hard work of Swamiji. So I would like to invite Ma Jnanatma, Ma Nithyanandam.
Nithyananda, everyone. Welcome to today's pre-Satsang segment. In different days, we got an opportunity to share about the different contributions of Swamiji. We got an opportunity to share about, clarify different aspects of the ongoing persecution on Hinduism, on our beloved Swamiji, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashiva. And we got an opportunity to present the truth, the facts, the evidences. And in today's segment, we want to take a moment to share with you the global worldwide following of Swamiji. We celebrated the Mission Day on the 1st of January. The mission which started, the mission of Paramashiva, which started in the year 2000. And for the last 19 years, how has this mission grown? How many followers are there around the world who follow, watch, take guidance, take his blessings, spiritual guidance, spiritual support from His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashiva? And what are these? Why is His Divine Holiness being the target? One may wonder, there are many Hindu gurus, many Hindu masters, many Hindu organizations. Are all these being targeted the way Swamiji is being targeted? The answer is no. So a natural question that comes up in the mind of a viewer, why is Swamiji the target? Many times Swamiji has answered, excuse me. The reason why Swamiji is being targeted for persecution, for character assassination, for generating atrocity material, for media hate speech, for media demonization of him, for character assassination of him, when all the physical assassination attempts failed on him. Why is Swamiji being the target? Today, we want to present a bird's eye view on Swamiji's global, worldwide following. Today's presentation will answer why His Divine Holiness has been one of the main targets of the anti-Hindu elements, because they know if he is silenced by whatever means possible, the last hope of Hinduism has been destroyed once and for all. And that has been their key motive. Their motive is not to destroy every Hindu guru. Their motive is not to destroy every Hindu organization out there. Their motive is to destroy the only hope of Hinduism, the only hope of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the only hope to revive the enlightened civilization on the planet, which is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And why is he the only remaining hope for Hinduism, is what we are going to present today. How has his worldwide following grown in the last 19 years? Now, all of us should be aware that what I am presenting today is in spite of 10 years of relentless persecution. The persecution in the form of 70 assassination attempts on His Divine Holiness from the year 2009 till 2018. 70 direct assassination attempts on His Divine Holiness. What I'm going to present today, the worldwide following of His Divine Holiness, is in spite of media demonization, character assassination, hate speech, atrocity material developed and spread on His Divine Holiness. Just in television channels, the atrocity material that was telecasted will come to 2 years of a 24/7 telecast. If I start a channel today and only play the recorded atrocity material on His Divine Holiness published in Indian television channels, that television channel will run for 2 years non-stop without repeating a single program. That is the mammoth scale of the atrocity material pushed out there by the anti-Hindu elements. And the worldwide following that I'm going to present today is in spite of lawfare, slapping hundreds of false cases just to make His Divine Holiness and his sannyasis and his residents in his monastery run from pillar to post, trying to quash one case or the other, trying to fight in the court. So all their time will be spent in judicial defense rather than enriching the world with the truths of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, rather than reviving the enlightened civilization on the planet. Today's presentation on the worldwide following of Swamiji is in spite of rapes and murders of his disciples, in spite of illegal grabbing of his monasteries, ashrams all over India. So today's presentation, which is going to be a compilation, a bird's eye view of the worldwide following of His Divine Holiness, is in spite of relentless persecution on His Divine Holiness. If His Divine Holiness can have this kind of a worldwide following, which you're going to see today, after 10 years of relentless persecution, just imagine the scale with which he could have reached without this persecution. And that has been the pain point, and that has been the wake-up call for the anti-Hindu elements. And right around 2010, Swamiji had shared in one of the satsangs or press meet, he said, more than my followers, more than the Hindu activists, more than the people who support Hinduism, the people who are against Hinduism, the anti-Hindu elements know my potential. They recognized Swamiji as the hope of Hinduism more than his disciples, his followers, other Hindu organizations, other Hindu activist groups. They recognized his potential. They recognized what he could do to the world, and they decided to plot to stop this divine mission, only to terribly fail. Today, with a great sigh of relief, we can say that Swamiji is safe from all these assassination attempts. And because they could not physically assassinate him when their attempts failed, they are continuing their character assassination even today. So let me get started with presenting a bird's eye view on the followers of His Divine Holiness worldwide. I'll be showing you some pictures, some statistics, and all of these are statistics for which we have proofs and evidences, clear data. All these statistics that we are presenting are based on clear data. Yes. So you're seeing on the screen just a small presentation on the worldwide following of His Divine Holiness. I request the Nithyananda TV team to click the bottommost tile, which talks about, yes, His Divine Holiness and the worldwide Adi Shaivite minority tradition. Now let me present to you, dear viewers, that Hinduism today has a following of 1.2 billion followers worldwide. As the current spiritual leader of Adi Shaivite minority tradition, the oldest spiritual tradition in the world, which dates back to the Indus Valley civilization and beyond. The Sanatana Hindu Dharma, which we call as Hinduism today, has a worldwide following of more than 1.2 billion followers, and that makes it the third largest religion in the world today. His Divine Holiness belongs to an ethnic subsect of Hinduism called Adi Shaivite minority tradition, short form called ASMT, and he has a following of 735 million followers worldwide. Now this document is a sincere attempt to present the verifiable statistics of his following backed by documented evidences. Please click on the statistical perspective. The followers of His Divine Holiness, the worldwide and the digital following. The following at public satsangs, spiritual talks, where His Divine Holiness has conducted over 2,000 programs and over 17,000 hours just through the following of public satsangs. All over the world, His Divine Holiness has a following of more than 40 million followers worldwide. Through the congregations at key traditional events of the ASMT community, His Divine Holiness has a following of 18 million followers. Through the Nithyananda Hindu University, His Divine Holiness has a following of 0.27 million followers just through YouTube. He has a following of more than 490 million followers. Through television shows, 14 million followers, 7 million followers just through his books, 1.7 million followers through the publishing of his articles in magazines. $52.2 million followers through different social media platforms and 2.5 million followers through the followers of his website itself. And you see actually on the screen a pie chart which shares so beautifully the YouTube following. So it comes to a total. The total following from all over the world comes to a total of 735 715 million followers worldwide, and YouTube being 82% of his worldwide following. I just want to take a moment to share. Please understand, in 19 years of religious of his global worldwide mission, with 10 years of relentless persecution, His Divine Holiness was able to reach out to 715 million followers through various platforms, by giving satsangs, by giving YouTube talks, by having television shows, by publishing books and having them uploaded freely on his website, by doing relief services, by attending different religious congregational events, by organizing different religious congregations all over the world. 715 million just from all of this. And I now invite Nithyananda to share and expand, show some pictures and explain how His Divine Holiness gathered and has a following of 40 million followers just through satsangs, religious talks and discourses which he has given over the last 20 years of his public life. Nithyananda.
Nithyanandam. So we are now going to be seeing along with a lot of pictures and a lot of proofs which shows just in this short span of time, despite these relentless and barbaric attacks, how much Swamiji has contributed to the large humanity, following which Swamiji has a huge number of following. Being able to inspire so many people, like Swamiji has delivered over more than 200 public satsangs, where thousands of people gather and they listen and they get spiritual solutions, and 2,000 plus discourses totaling approximately 17,000 hours. And it is not surprising that Swamiji is also listed as one of the most spiritually influential people online, because so many youth, so many people, any problem, anything, be it depression, anxiety, relationship issues, or be it connecting to deity, anything, any topic that we search, there is one of Swamiji's video and many of Swamiji's video that Swamiji has given lots of knowledge about that particular aspect. In 18 years, over 40 million followers have attended these public satsangs and discourses. One is satsang where Swamiji goes to specific places and conducts, like Malaysia and different countries, Ohio, in the US, so many different places. And other is also so many online discourses and so many satsangs that's been available online at any time from anywhere to anybody who's in any corner of the world. Next slide, please. So we are actually now going to be seeing a series of pictures, a pictorial, literally, like we can see how every year, we have just taken a few clippings and compiled this. So it shows how much, like you can see the hard work literally in this. In just each year,
how many programs Swamiji has conducted. And we also, it's something, a noticeable point here is, like, it's just in the year 2004, and you can see the Ananda Ula tour that Swamiji toured here, in the year 2004. We can very clearly see the huge gathering that has gathered.
So all of you can see Ananda Ula tour in Tamil Nadu. On 13th of October 2004, it is in Kanchipuram. Then on 14th October in Chennai. 13th of October in Kanchipuram in one place, and the very next day, next place in Chennai. So Swamiji continuously traveled. Swamiji continuously went to different places and blessed millions of people that were waiting to have Swamiji's darshan and have their life issues solved. And you all can see also the next picture, 27th October 2004, Ananda Ula in Tiruvannamalai. Can we go to the next slide, please? Next is in the year 2005, where Swamiji went to different countries also. Swamiji has been, like, majority of Swamiji's life has been fully making himself available to the public, to the people, for them to be able to connect to him and understand, and for them to be able to get the science from him. So all of you can see the pictures in one of Swamiji's satsangs in Brazil, then next one in Bangalore, then next one in Bidadi, then Chennai, then Vellore. So each place, you all can see it's just within the year 2005, 2004, 2005. Swamiji has continuously been in travel, this entire Ananda Ula. Next slide, please. Now all of us can continue seeing the pictures where Swamiji is conducting programs in different places, in Rajapalayam, in Pattanam, in Namakkal, all of these cities in Tamil Nadu, where all of you can actually
2006,
see.
And at such late night, actually, if we can just look at the one taken in Pattanam, and it's midnight, and it's a huge gathering, and that too, like February 12th. So February and all, it's like a very important time, especially in Tamil Nadu, where a lot of examinations happen, like February, March. These are key important time for the students. But despite all of these, just because Swamiji was conducting a program, all age groups of people have gathered there.
Actually, below you all can see also the picture taken in Pavai College, in where Nithyananda's Purana program was conducted. Swamiji himself personally sat hours together conducting program, and especially the people who, majority of them were youth, who were inspired, because at the age when people, it is 23, 24, where people finish engineering and they're like, okay, what am I going to do in our life? Like in India, literally, that is one particular situation that happens. Whether you know what your life is or not, just finish engineering first. So when people are like that, who don't even understand what their future is for, at that age, much before, Swamiji had already realized his avataric mission. Swamiji had a vision, not just for himself, but for the humanity, by the age where people are actually trying to figure out what they have to do next. Next slide, you all can see the Nithyananda Purana program that Swamiji conducted in Chennai, in Salem, and Satsang and Nithyananda Arogya Purana program in Vellore, and Shiva Sutras in the USA tour. And each of these, you all can see how many thousands of people. You all can see actually that entire ground is full. There were so many people, there are so many people that are waiting to actually know the science and to actually be able to apply these sciences, and that were just waiting to have Swamiji's darshan.
And like now we can see a series of like all the programs that Swamiji conducted. This is in the year 2009. Every single program, we were able to just capture few of the highlighting pictures, but Swamiji had conducted many programs. And for every single program, such large gatherings, such large crowd used to gather. We can actually see here.
Actually, we can see in the picture
the people
itself,
welcoming them with melam and like in a very traditional way, etc.
And also we can see like how Swamiji is so young. Literally everyone else around Swamiji is much older than him. But Swamiji young, graceful, and charismatic leader that he's been. See, when you see such a person, such a being with not just philosophy, not just ideas, not just vision, not just in air, but one person that got on ground, got hands on and did it. And that is why so many millions of people till today, like 40 million people, just at one blink of an eye are just ready to go to any extent just so that they can experience the science, the beautiful reality that Swamiji has been giving.
Actually, Swamiji was just 30, 31. That's the age Swamiji was in. And despite that, like the amount of crowd he was gathering, and how day and night without any break. Like actually, he'll be in Tamil Nadu, he'll be traveling to each and every city, each and every district and conducting programs. And each place such large gatherings used to gather. I've heard from many of the like very old devotees who used to share, telling like if Swamiji's program is happening in Hosur, I'll go and sit in Hosur and listen. Even the next day, if it is happening in Salem, I'll also go, like even if it's the second time, I'll go and attend it just to be in the presence of Swamiji. And it's so nice, like we can actually see here when people, actually a lot of people tell about like how Swamiji is sitting, why is Swamiji sitting on the throne. This is a very good example of how, where he is, what he is wearing, nothing matters. He's just untouched by it. Like you can just have a look here towards the corner, you can see Swamiji sitting in a simple chair, very, very simple chair, and attending to each and every single person of the huge gathering that has gathered. And this is again, like this happened in the year 2010. Like this is a clear key evidence which shows, because like such huge gatherings, which is why it is like a highlight why people plan, why those conspirators planned the attack in this year, because they were so agitated. They knew Swamiji is someone who's going to really, really bring a change for Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Swamiji is the only last hope for Sanatana Hindu Dharma. That is why they launched the attack. Just see, and this is despite of all the attack happening. And this picture that we're seeing towards our towards the bottom of the screen, it was actually after the scandal, after the persecution that had taken place. Despite of all those things happening, this was the crowd that had gathered.
Actually, this reminds me of one thing, what media showcases versus the reality that happens. Because media try to create a mass hate on Swamiji, and the media trial, the entire media trial that was being conducted on Swamiji. Despite of all of that, in reality, even today, the amount of people that are inspired, even today, if Swamiji just comes for one Nitya Satsang, there are so many thousands of people that are waiting to have Swamiji's darshan, that are waiting to get Swamiji's blessings. So if we all can see that all of these attacks, everything is just to make sure that people do not get access to such a precious gem like Swamiji.
Actually, if we can just look at the right top corner of this, like we can see how the entire stadium, entire ground is filled with the crowd. It's overflowing and people have gathered all around. It's actually like here's where the ground ends, and more people have gathered and they're just standing outside just to listen to Swamiji. And this is in the year 2011. This is again a point to be noted, like this is after the entire persecution happened, and despite that, the crowds are just endless. It's just growing more and more. And this is again in 2012. The crowd never seems to have like reduced at all. And these are just very, very, very few clippings that we have got out of tons of programs that Swamiji has conducted. Many of us might be knowing that like how we have programs happening like Inner Awakening and weekend webinars. Despite without even including those pictures, such huge gatherings have happened. Like this is something that we wanted to specifically share. The picture that we are seeing where a lot of this crowd has gathered. This was the time where Swamiji used to go house to house, accepting
the Pada Puja from the devotees. And this time was very, very, very hectic, where the media, one side, the media used to be chasing Swamiji, trying to, like lot of these conspirators, there are a lot of rowdies, etc., who were trying to attack Swamiji. But whilst so many devotees were waiting for Swamiji to come to their house and accept Pada Puja. So despite of all the attack happening, Swamiji used to go to every single person's house. I think more than 400 houses Swamiji covered just in that trip. It was just 1 month or 1.5 months trip. And Swamiji covered more than 400 devotees' houses, going individually accepting the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. Throughout that journey, there was absolutely no rest for Swamiji. The car never used to stop. It used to just go on and on and on. There was absolutely no rest. And continuously Swamiji was just going to accept the devotion of all the devotees.
Today, well, so many masters are literally available very rarely to be able to even see. Like I have personally seen so many other devotees from who follow various different masters. When I met with them, there are so many people who say, we get to see him, we get to see our master only a few times, like very a few times. But Swamiji has not just been made himself so available to people, but also he's literally gone house to house just so that his devotees, whoever is waiting to have his darshan, all of their wishes are fulfilled.
Actually, this even breaks their karmic baggage in their Chitakasha. Chitakasha is the space in their house which can be broken, which karmic baggage can be broken only when an enlightened being visits that place physically. And that's exactly what Swamiji fulfilled for so many devotees. Again, these are like few clippings from programs that happened in the year 2015 and here 2016. So 2016, we had an amazing, very, very, like one of the best celebrations, which was Kumbh Mela. And we have a lot more to know about Kumbh Mela, and we'll be sharing further today itself. And a lot of these things, like we can see how much of effort Swamiji had put into this. So, and this Adi Shaivite minority tradition, so this community of ours that Swamiji is upholding and like continuously reviving various different dimensions of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Now, one point to be noted is Sanatana Hindu Dharma is a religion of celebration. It's it's a community which is vibrant, colorful, and one with its ideology. Like we live it just through all these festivals, celebrations, and experience the divine. Traditional festivals and huge social gatherings are a hallmark of the Adi Shaivite community. And there are 4 major Brahmotsavams or celebrations on the auspicious occasions of the traditional festivals during the year, comprising huge congregations where the Adi Shaivite members from all over the world come together to celebrate their culture. So we're just going to be seeing a few of the pictures, just a few collections of these. This is something which shows the way, like how we all celebrate. Even when we gather, even when we all come together, our complete focus, Swamiji ensured it was always focused on Paramashiva, on our enlightenment.
Actually, today, when majority of the Hindus, many Hindus in their day-to-day life, when they have to do any ritual, when they go and they look for priests, and what is even more ironic is they will not know how authentic the ritual is being conducted, and neither will the priest know how. There is no scale to measure. At least the majority of the common people, yes, of course there are many who actually dive more deeper into things and who want to understand, but also as a majority, people do not even know. Today, if we talk about Rudrabhishekam, and anyone can come and chant Om Namah Shivaya and pour 5 entire kodams of water, kalashas of water, but they will not even know how authentic it is. When that is what is happening with the common people, Swamiji has not just made the science available, but any corner of the world. be it from the US or be it from Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, anywhere on planet Earth. But he made that entire science available and he gave that as an experience. Every sannyasi that lives in the Adinam, whoever, all of us every day do this beautiful Pada Puja, which gives us that experience of whatever we know as Hinduism, whatever there is science, that becomes our experience. And Rudrabhishekam, you all can see literally from that Shringi to Atmalinga to one Shivalinga that has 108 Shivalingas carved in that.
True.
So every
That's
intricate
something
detail.
very, very, very unique that we have. Like each time, so every single person sitting here performing that Rudrabhishekam, he's not just performing Abhishekam for that one Shivalinga, but he's also doing the Abhishekam for all the 108 Shivalingas carved on that Shivalinga. So he gets the punya of doing Rudrabhishekam to all the 108 Shivalingas. And it's this place, just this place itself has such amazing healing vibration. People spend lakhs and lakhs where to find such a place. And this was a huge boon that all of us got.
And
Surrounded by
made it,
lakhs of
Swamiji has
Shivalingas.
made it available for free, where so many devotees
True.
just get to come and sit in such a space. Today, just to go to a lingam to meditate there, that itself is like a rare availability of people.
Even such places available are expensive. You need to spend if you want to go and sit there and meditate. Here's not just meditation, but you can even do Rudrabhishekam, which is absolutely given for free. Shringi is given by us. Everything Swamiji gives provides a complete thing. Actually, to be honest, even though we were born and brought up in a Brahmin community, we were never introduced to all these things. Like, never did we even know about something. There's something called as a Shringi. There's something called as an Atmalinga. And actually, I remember of an incident that happened where once when we visited an amazing old temple called Vaidishwaran Kovil. It's a huge, very famous Shiva temple. And after joining Gurukul, when we visited there and chanted Rudram, the people there were really surprised. They weren't ready to believe that at such young age, there are kids who can perform this Rudrabhishekam according to Agava, and they were shocked to see us. And they were even more shocked when we shared, not just us, but there are hundreds of other kids who can do the same. So these are again a few of the snippets from this major Brahmotsavams that happen, the major gatherings that happen. This is one of our favorite time where Swamiji's Jayanti is celebrated.
So many different devotees from so many different corners, all of us gather to celebrate that one day where Swamiji happened for all of us, for the entire humanity, the Avatara Dinotsava. And each and everyone, all of us blend with entirely different celebrations, some traditional dances from Karnataka, and then this traditional Karagatam from Tamil Nadu, and so many different things. And everywhere completely surrounded by devotees celebrating the happening of Paramashiva as Swamiji. So
actually, this day just will be like a complete reunion of all our family members, all the Sangha members from all around the world. And it'll be like everybody comes to this one place and it'll be an amazing celebration together. And that'll be like, I usually feel, okay, so this is what it means when Swamiji tells Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So like the entire world is your family. So people from all different corners of the world gather at this particular day at one point and amazingly celebrating Swamiji's Avatara Dinotsava.
This is everyday Nitya Satsang that happens where thousands of people physically and via video conferencing get to have the privilege of being able to sit in the presence of Swamiji and listen in the Upanishad and listen to the extraordinary truths that Swamiji is revealing. And there are so many thousands of things that we can go on adding and adding and adding. And each and every aspect that we take about Swamiji is a privilege. Even now, there are so many of you who are watching.
if each of you share these extraordinary truths, because it's very few times that people are able to access the reality of what it is, because what media talks is entirely different.
Most of these information, actually none of these information even I myself knew completely till I actually started seeing this information, putting it together. I'm actually 100% sure that there are a lot of people who are kept in darkness, who do not know any of these things, and because they don't know, because of their ignorance, they continue to engage themselves in abusal of Swamiji. So all of us can take this one step, just a few moments. We are going to be sharing a lot more information, amazing things that probably even you might have never heard about Swamiji before, because we have gathered a lot of these statistics, we have gathered a lot of this information, put it together, compiled it, and we are going to be presenting it to all of you today. So we request you to just take a few moments, share this live stream that all of you are seeing now with your friends, family members, and just put it on your social media so it touches those lives that are just waiting for this. You may not know, just your one share can maybe bring someone who is engaging themselves into a lot of bad karma by abusing Swamiji into an opening of an amazing new spiritual life for them. You might not know this live feed that you're sharing might stop someone from committing suicide, might stop someone from falling into depression. You might not know the power of your one share, but the potentiality of it is too high. We request all of you to just take a few moments and just share this live video, whether you're watching it on Facebook or YouTube or on Twitter or on Nithyananda TV. Just take a few moments and share it. Share it, especially to all those near and dear ones that you really care for. Show them that you actually really care for them, because you might not know, they might be waiting for some solution, and this video might be it. Take a few moments and share this video.
We heard from Mata Priya and Nithyananda how relentlessly, just hard work, sheer hard work of our beloved Swamiji that has built the Nithyananda Sangha to what it is today. Brick by brick, devotee by devotee, disciple by disciple, a follower by follower, he has conducted innumerable programs, delivered innumerable satsangs, discourses. And today, we have reached over 40 million followers just through his talks, discourses, satsangs in various cities, countries. It is just a sheer hard work. And Swamiji is just 42 years of age. And with the last 19 years of public life, he has contributed so much to humanity. And it is this aspect that bothers the anti-Hindu elements. It is not the mock video. It is not the false rape case. It is not the false victim, because they know, because they fabricated everything. But it is his contribution, the vast expansion that His Divine Holiness has been spreading all over the world like a rapid fire, literally to burn our ignorance, to take us out of delusion, and to bless us with enlightenment. It is that aspect of him that really bothered the anti-Hindu elements. And I now invite Manitya Bhairav Priyananda and Manitya Premayananda to share how his teachings have reached virally on social media to millions of followers So Manitya Premyananda and Manitya Bhairapriyananda, if you can share Swamiji's following, the worldwide following of Swamiji through social media.
Thank you, Ma Nithyanandam. So, as Ma Nithyananda and Ma Tatulpriya were sharing, Swamiji has contributed a lot to this society, this community, and the entire world. Apart from his hard work, Swamiji has also put a lot of smart work on how to reach people with this science of enlightenment. So one of these platforms Swamiji has used is social media platform. See, now social media platform has become a platform where many people are using to spread a lot of news, and it's reaching people less than a millisecond. So as you can see in the slides, in social media, YouTube is one of the most popular platforms for learning and exploring spirituality and Hinduism today. His Divine Holiness Swamiji has a strong presence on YouTube, with a majority of his followers discovering the authentic Hindu teachings delivered by Swamiji. And we are requesting Nithyananda TV to project these slides. So in YouTube itself, we have about 57 million views in our YouTube channel. So the teachings of His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam have been shared with the world using the YouTube medium through multiple channels. As a spiritual leader of the ASMG community, Adi Shaivite Minority Tradition community, he has trained several disciples and monastic members of the community of as social media ambassadors, who also share the sacred science of enlightenment with millions of seekers all over the globe in their native languages. When examining the YouTube videos containing hate speech or defamatory material against His Divine Holiness, we can see that only 5% of the views on these videos results in likes, which means only 5% of people who actually want to defame Swamiji comes and views it. Whereas the rest of the 95% of the views are those followers of His Divine Holiness who watch these videos out of concern regarding the false information or hate speech propagated about their spiritual leader. As you can see, these are the various official YouTube pages of Swamiji. So the first one is Nithyananda official YouTube page, where the viewership of the official YouTube channel, as can be seen, 57 million users, almost reaching 58 million. And then the next official YouTube page is Nithyananda Sangha, Nithyananda Vidyapeetham, Nithyananda Media House in Kailash, Nithyananda University. So as you can see, we have various official YouTube pages with millions of views. So the next social media platform is Facebook. His Divine Holiness has a huge online presence on Facebook and other social media platforms. Social media has been an invaluable tool in reaching out to millions of people in an extremely easy and user-friendly way. We live in a world where many third world countries suffer with lack of basic communities and communications, but can still access of Facebook. His Divine Holiness has been able to spread his signs of powerful cognitions to millions just through this social media. So as you can see in the slides, these are the official pages, Facebook pages we have. His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam, Nithyananda TV. Not just through his official Facebook page, but also through those of his social media ambassadors, His Divine Holiness has been able to reach 52.2 million who watch his discourses, videos, and teachings, experience his divine presence and personal guidance on a day-to-day basis. Millions have experienced, not just one or two people, millions have experienced spiritual hope and healing and powerful cognitions and His Divine Holiness presence by staying linked through Facebook, giving themselves a breakthrough path of an enlightened living. So as you can see, these are the analytics of the views. In 2 years, we have reached 7.99 million views in our official page. And as is projected in the slide, this is the official profile of His Divine Holiness, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. And the next you can see some of the other pages of His Divine Holiness Facebook. As I said before, Nithyananda TV, His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Paramashivam, Kailasa, Autobiography of the Avatar. And the next platform, social media platform is Twitter. So the first official page which we have in Twitter is Nithyananda at Sri Nithyananda. And the next is at Sri Kailasa. So, apart from these platforms, which are usually used by famous celebrities and politicians, we also have about hundreds of websites where His Divine Holiness has created based on the knowledge and all the science of enlightenment. The websites of His Divine Holiness are knowledgeable, and it's not only like a common website, it's specifically to each individual who have each problems. Like there are people who have health problem, there are people who have wealth problem, there are people who have like life issues. So each website, it's getting to one solution. Like one website is, you can see whatever solution you need, you can get it from that website. So next is, we would like to share the analytics of Nithyananda.org. Over 1 year, we had views of 435k visitors, and over 3 years, we got 803k users. So in the innerawakening.org website, over 1 year, we had about 119k visitors, and over 3 years we have about 144k users. And the next is Nithyananda TV. Over 1 year we got 32.66k visitors, and over 3 years we got 163k users. And in the next you can see hinduismnow.org. In past 1 year, we have got about 96,000k viewers. So as you can see, social media is one of the important platforms to share and to understand the science of enlightenment, which has been shared by Swamiji in everyday satsang. So social media has a lot of benefits. It has reached millions of people, and we want all of you to share this science with all of your friends. So if you can spend a few minutes, you can share what you have learned. You can share these science in your social media platforms with the hashtags of hashtag Sri Kailasa, hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Nithyananda Satsang, and hashtag Kailasa. So the spelling for hashtag Sri Kailasa is SHRIKAILASA. So as we said, we have various official social media platforms. So first of all, you can see in Facebook we have Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam and HTH Nithyananda Paramashivam, where you can share the live telecast which is going on now in various Facebook timelines and groups. And in Twitter, we have at Sri Kailasa and at Sri Nithyananda, which you can also share. Who have not followed, please do follow and share and like and comment. And the next is YouTube channels. We have at Life Police Foundation, or you can just search Nithyananda. You can find our official websites, and also at Sri Kailasa. The both YouTube channels, you can see the live telecast has been going on. You can share that link or embed with other social media platforms and share with the 4 hashtags which Mark Premia shared: hashtag Sri Kailasa, hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Nithyananda Satsang, and hashtag Kailasa. So if you have any questions regarding anything regarding it can be about Kailasa or about this living enlightened science, you can put your questions to contact@kailasa.org. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam, everyone. And thank you to Manitya Bhairapriyananda and Ma Premaya to sharing so beautifully the worldwide following of His Divine Holiness from the social media and the website internet platform. And I would like to continue by presenting the different television shows conducted by our beloved Swamiji and his disciples in various television channels, thereby reaching out to millions of viewers through the platform of television as well. His Divine Holiness has appeared on numerous television shows called Nitya Dharmam, and this was live telecasted. This was actually telecasted in Tandi TV. It's a national television channel. And apart from this, many of his monastic members have been featuring on regular television shows, reaching out to viewers through dial-in segments as well as answering questions live. So here you see the Nitya Dharmam, the show happening in our Adi Kailash in Bangalore. Where it was basically a conflict resolution where Swamiji resolved the conflicts of many families, many communities through this conflict resolution show. Here you see Swamiji sharing the powerful cognitions through the telecast of the Satsang in the Lotus television channel. Swamiji's satsangs were also telecasted live on Sadhana TV, a national television channel, every day. The spiritual discourses of Swamiji were telecasted on Sadhana TV and Ishwar TV, a national television channel. The Gurukul kids, the Gurukul Balasans, performed many of the television shows as well, demonstrating the various powers of third eye that they have been manifesting so casually, sharing about the lifestyle in Gurukul, sharing about the different, answering people's questions. And here you can see the demonstration of the power of third eye, where the Balasant of Nithyananda Gurukul is actually reading through her third eye, having her 2 eyes blindfolded. So you can actually see, and they also actually answer live questions from our viewers. So not just that, our sannyasis and our Adinavasis have appeared on multiple television channels, doing Vakya Prasadas, answering live questions, sharing the powerful cognition, spiritually counseling a lot of people, helping them with spiritual solutions at the right time in their life. The Balasans of Nithyananda Gurukul share their experience, give powerful cognitions to people, share about their lifestyle in Gurukul and how blessed they are to be living with the Avatar himself. Different Adinavasis, Balasans, sannyasis get an opportunity to come to the live television channel and share their powerful cognitions, their experiences with the world. We've also shared, done a live question and answer session, answering people's questions about, they're giving them life solutions, helping them with spiritual counseling, doing the puja for them, chanting the mantra, giving spiritual healing, and inviting them to multiple, programs, meditation programs, dikshas. In the picture that you're seeing now, we are also sharing about one of the unique offerings of Swamiji, the Nithyananda Yoga. What are the different components and how is Nithyananda Yoga different from the various different forms of yoga that we see in the world today? And what makes it so special? That will also being shared on the live television channel. You can see our sannyasis appearing in different television channels. We even have devotees coming and sharing the Sakshi Pramana, their experience following Swamiji, their experience taking these initiations and how their life has been transformed by following Swamiji's teachings, how their family lives have been transformed. Next, we move on to the books. His Divine Holiness has authored over 500 books in 267 languages now, which are available in print and for free download as well. And all these books are available on our website, books.nithyananda.org. And these books are available in multiple languages as well. And each of these books is available for free download as a PDF. So you can read in your laptop, mobile device, Kindle, in so many different devices. You can access them and you can read each and every one of these books. And these books are shared in multiple languages: English, French. We have multiple titles in French as well. In German. You see books released in German. In Hindi, Spanish, and Tamil. There are multiple books in Tamil as well. Swamiji's articles have been published in multiple magazines, and we would like to give a bird's eye view on the different magazines in which Swamiji's articles have been published in English and Tamil in different languages. And I also want to share that recently on the Mission Day, Swamiji released the Living Enlightenment book in Chinese. So we have book released in Chinese as well. A very popular Tamil magazine called Kumudam. Reporter had actually published one of Swamiji's very, very famous magazine series article called Kadavai Thira Kaatru Varattum in Tamil, which means open the door, let the breeze in. And it was later on published as all the articles were compiled and published as a book as well. Kadavai Thira Kaatru Varattum was published in Kumudam magazine. Next, we move on to religious congregations. The followers that Swamiji has had through the religious congregations. Kumbh Mela that happened in Prayag, Allahabad in 2007 Swamiji had 1 million followers just from that Kumbh Mela. 2013 Kumbh Mela in Allahabad, 8 million followers. Through the 2015, the Kumbh Mela that happened in Nasik in Maharashtra, 2 million followers. 2016, the Kumbh Mela that happened in Ujjain in Madhya Pradesh, 5 million followers. Through the Kodikan Ratha Yatra, that is basically the taking the deity of Nithyanandeshwara and Nithyanandeshwari in a special temple chariot throughout Tamil Nadu, just for the deities to bless the people of Tamil Nadu. Just through that, 10 million followers were reached, 10 million people were reached and benefited. Through the Thane flood relief, where when the Thane cyclone hit the coast of Pondicherry, Tamil Nadu, Swamiji immediately rushed to offer free services or give free food, medical services. And just through that, 10 million followers. 4 million followers. By organizing the Kumbh Mela in USA and in Australia, 0.015 million followers, which is basically 15,000 followers. And through the Thiruvannamalai, the Annadan in Thiruvannamalai, 15.6 million followers. So just through the religious congregation, 45 million followers all over the world came to know about Swamiji. You can see the pie chart. And I just want to share some pictures of the different religious congregations. Here you see pictures of Kumbh Mela in 2007. In Prayag, in Allahabad, Swamiji, the tent that where Swamiji was delivering the satsangs. And then Kumbh Mela in Prayag again in 2013. It says an estimated 120 million people visited the Mahakumbh Mela in 2013 in Prayag. That's the Wikipedia article. And you see the pictures of the followers of Swamiji coming and enjoying Swamiji being in a rath, Swamiji doing the Shahi Snan, the pictures, and Swamiji with the great, one of the greatest saints of all times, Sri Jayendra Saraswati Swamigal of Kanchi Math. And then we move on to Kumbh Mela in Nasik in Maharashtra in 2015. And the newspaper article says that about 10 million people gathered for the Nasik Kumbh Mela. Here you can see pictures of Swamiji and his crew and his followers in Nasik Kumbh Mela in Maharashtra. Swamiji with the different sadhus for Bhandara sitting on the stage. And on the bottom right, you see the participants of the 10-day program that we had in Kumbh Mela during the Ujjain, the Kumbh Mela in Nasik. Sorry. And comes the grand Kumbh Mela in 2016 in Ujjain in Madhya Pradesh. And as per the government intelligence report, the booth, the tent, the camp of His Divine Holiness was the most visited tent in entire Kumbh grounds, and 25% of the overall attendees of the Kumbh Mela visited, came to His Divine Holiness camp for his darshan just to get a glimpse of him. How blessed are those people? And 75 million people are supposed to have attended the Kumbh Mela in Madhya Pradesh in 2016, as per the Wikipedia report. And you literally see the articles sharing how many lakhs and millions of people came to Ujjain Kumbh Mela just to have one peek of the avatar. And this article actually says, Swami Nithyananda brings the city to a standstill. The entire group of the residents in Ujjain, the city Ujjain, literally came to a standstill as Swamiji paraded the streets of Ujjain as a part of the Peshwai, which is a traditional ritual when the Mahamandaleshwars, when the leaders of Hinduism, when they start their Kumbh Mela festivities, they enter the city with all pomp and glory, and that traditional ritual is called Peshwai. And you're seeing pictures of Peshwai, which is basically the grand entry of all the great beings, enlightened masters, the leaders who are participating in the Kumbh Mela. And you see all the newspaper articles sharing about the record number of people coming to Kumbh Mela just to have Swamiji's darshan. And over 1 million devotees from 71 countries followed His Divine Holiness for the Shahi Snan, which is the sacred dip in the holy waters in the Ujjain Kumbh Mela. And there you can see on the top middle picture, Swamiji wearing the beautiful crown, waving to the crowds right after the Shahi Snan, the sacred dip in the holy waters. And below you see a newspaper article saying the devotees from 71 countries gathered to attend Kumbh Mela in Nithyananda Peetham in Ujjain. So we had devotees from all over the world coming, and we had devotees from all over India flocking to have just one glimpse of the avatar. And here you can see the very famous newspaper publishing about Simha's center of attraction is Nithyananda Peetham, because the crowd came there mainly to have the darshan of the avatar. One million of local Ujjain residents, devotees, and other followers of His Divine Holiness joined the Peshwai procession, the grand opening of the Kumbh Mela. And you can see some pictures of the Peshwai being projected below. All the newspapers all over the town, all the television channels were all filled with the amount of people who came to have the darshan of Swamiji, and all the media channels were taken aback by the sheer crowd just flooding into Swamiji's camp in Ujjain. And all the devotees who came to Kumbh Mela were blessed to have Swamiji's Kalpataru darshan every single day. And these darshans used to start at 6 p.m. in the evening and go on tirelessly, relentlessly till 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning every single day, because the crowd would not disperse until they had the darshan of Swamiji. Whether it is 1 a.m. in the night or 4 a.m. in the morning, they would just not go. And for the darshan to start at 6, we will start having people visiting our camp from 2 in the afternoon. They will just stand in the line just to have one glimpse of Swamiji, to go near an avatar and just to get his physical sparsh, the touch of the avatar, the initiation of the avatar. And as we know, Swamiji never disappoints his devotees. So he used to just sit for long hours, just giving darshan, until every single person who has gathered that day has had the darshan. And every day we used to serve Annadan, serving free food to the lakhs of people who visited our camp in Ujjain Kumbh Mela. And we also organized Bhandara. Many times we organized Bhandara, especially for the sadhus. So Bhandara is a traditional ritual where the sadhus, the food is cooked for the sadhus, and the sadhus are invited and they are given free food, and they are also given some money to take care of their personal needs, to buy them clothes or for their travel. They are given money at the end of the Bhandara as well. So the Kumbh Mela is the best time to actually feed sadhus, because you have sadhus from literally every corner of India attending the Kumbh Mela. Here you see some pictures of the procession and the Shahi Snan. Shahi Snan is the ceremonial bath where all the sacred kumbh is immersed in that water, and all the great leaders of Hinduism, the religious leaders of Hinduism and the great beings come there to take a dip. And following the Kumbh Mela in India, a Kumbh Mela was organized by the Nithyananda Sangha in the US in 2016 as well. And the Nithyananda Sangha has been the only organization officially authorized to conduct Kumbh Mela all over the world. So we have conducted Kumbh Mela, 2 Kumbh Melas in the US and 1 Kumbh Mela in Australia, and many other countries, the Nithyananda Sanghas are planning to have a Kumbh Mela as well. Here you see the pictures from the Kumbh Mela conducted in Australia in 2016. The pictures of sessions, talks, Annadan, the free food distribution that happened in Australia as a part of the Kumbh Mela. Then next is the Thane Cyclone Relief Services, the religious food offering and medical services. The free food was offered to all those who came to the relief camp. Fresh vegetarian sattvic food was offered to all those who came. You can see the pictures being projected here. Swamiji himself personally visiting the victims of the cyclone, Swamiji himself personally checking all the services, the free services, the healing, the medical camp, the Annadan, personally monitoring each and everything. Pictures of Annadan in Tiruvannamalai, Swamiji's birth town. You can see pictures of people waiting to receive the Annadan, the volunteers who come relentlessly every month on the day of full moon, giving their free service and making the entire the Annadan happen just by their efforts. Lakhs of people are fed in the Tiruvannamalai Adinam during the Annadan. You can see more pictures of sadhus being offered food. Any time of the day, you can walk into the Tiruvannamalai Adinam and you will be served free food. This is our... So any sadhus who are staying and living in Tiruvannamalai, many of them feel so comfortable to come and have their meal. Free food being served. Pictures of people enjoying the Annadan, the Sattvic, Agamic food cooked as per the Paka Shastra. And many sadhus benefit from the Annadan as well every single day. More pictures of Annadan. More pictures of Annadan. You can see pictures of the volunteers who very blissfully, with so much of love and compassion and so much of excitement and enthusiasm, preparing the meals for the Annadan. And in the evening, they not just receive free food, they also receive powerful cognitions. So the food, the offering, is not just for the body, but it's also for the being in terms of Swamiji Satsang, powerful cognition, power manifestation sessions, Akashic readings. So many different events happen in Tiruvannamalai. And Swami Diksha, the Shiva Diksha level 1 happens in Tiruvannamalai every full moon day, every Paurnami. Yes. So this was just a pictorial representation of the worldwide following of His Divine Holiness. It was just a very high-level bird's-eye view, but we present it to you with all the statistics, with all the pictures, with all the proofs and documented evidences, just for you to know the breadth of what Swamiji has accomplished in just 19 years of his public life. And in spite of all these attacks, all this persecution, his contribution only keeps increasing more and more and more every day. And I would like to invite you and announce about the Initiation into Power Manifestation, a special weekend workshop. Earlier, this program used to be named as the Atmalinga Mandala process. Now, Swamiji has given a beautiful new name for this program, Initiation into Power Manifestation, Introduction to Hinduism. And it's a weekend workshop. The program is happening as 2 different batches. If you are in India or Southeast Asia or Australia, New Zealand, you can attend the program which is happening in the Indian time zone during the day, Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, is the Initiation into Power Manifestation, a 2-day program where you receive an introduction to Hinduism, learn the basics, the fundamental basics of Hinduism, the Hindu scriptures, the lifestyle. You learn about the agamas and you get initiated into the very, very, very traditional initiation as mentioned by Paramashiva in the agamas, the Shiva Diksha. Shiva Diksha is the first and foremost initiation every born, living and practicing Hindu has to take. It is the initiation for you to understand and experience Hinduism. It is an initiation for you to grasp the subtle truths mentioned in the Sanatana Hindu Dharma. For you to understand, even for you to read the scriptures, even for you to recite the shlokas, you need to have the level 1 Shiva Diksha, which is also called Samaya Diksha. So in this weekend program, you will be receiving the first basic initiation, which is mandatory for every born, living and practicing Hindu. And if you are a Hindu and if you have not had this initiation, you can rush to our nearest center and receive this initiation Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. IST. And you can register for this program by visiting the web link programs.nithyananda.org/Atmalinga. And for our devotees who are residing in the US time zone, you can attend the program at a time that is convenient for you. So for the US, we have a new batch, which is from 1 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday Pacific time zone. So Los Angeles time, 1 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturday and Sunday. This program is happening this weekend. And this program is only being offered from our Satsang centers worldwide. So you cannot attend the program from your own house. You have to go to the nearest center and attend the program. It's a 6-hour program on both, 6 to 7 hour program on both days. And the program includes the initiation into level 1 Shiva Diksha, initiation into level 2 Shiva Diksha called Vishesh Diksha. You will be receiving your personal Shiva Linga, a linga for you to worship, for you, literally living with Paramashiva. You will be having your own version of Paramashiva in the form of the Atmalinga programmed for you by His Divine Holiness. And all of this completely for free. And you will also receive an energized Rudrakshamala, the one that I'm wearing on my neck. So you can register for this program, programs.nithyananda.org/Atmalinga to receive more information and to get to register for this program. With that, let's get ready for today's Nithyananda Satsang and the message from Sri Kailasa. I know all of us are eagerly waiting, especially after yesterday's groundbreaking Satsang and a beautiful description of Swamiji's darshan of Kali. So let's get ready for today's Nithyananda Satsang by the chanting of the Mahavakya. And don't forget to share the satsang on the social media with the hashtags #Nithyananda Satsang, #Nithyananda, and #Sri Kailasa. Please share this so more and more people can receive the message from Sri Kailasa. Few seconds of your time can benefit thousands. With that, let's get ready for today's Nithyananda Satsang and the message from Sri Kailasa. And let's get ready to receive His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, by the chanting of the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam. Once again, I welcome all of you, those who are watching us live after this a very powerful initiation which Swamiji has given today. One of its unique kind, because we always think that what we should do to manifest something in our life. We always worry. And whenever we decide anything, we always have so much of pain, guilt, lots of confusion. But today, Swamiji has just removed everything. And he is doing all the tapas for us to manifest what we want in our life. So the best way is to ask the bestest thing possible. Whatever you feel is the best. I can say one who asks Guru Bhakti. I think that's the best thing, because the moment you have Guru Bhakti, wherever you are, whatever you do, you will receive everything, because you are holding on to the Guru. And that is my personal choice. Of course, you all have your choices. You must have written down already, and Swamiji has blessed. So with that blessing, I would like to remind all of you once again that you still have chance to receive this auspicious blessings, initiation into power manifestation, which is a weekend program going to happen on this Saturday, Sunday. Must sign up, because that is the first level initiation. That's a first level Diksha which you are going to receive as a Hindu. It's all about the lifestyle which we live, the lifestyle of Hinduism, the enlightened ecosystem which Swamiji has created and manifested as Sri Kailasa. You can always, the moment you receive Diksha, understand that Paramashivatva, Paramashiva himself has landed inside you and continuously manifesting. So don't forget to sign up for this weekend program. Sign up for yourself, sign up for your friends, sign up for your family, and reach out to our nearest center, temple, Adinam, wherever you are, so that you can attend from the space of Kailasa. By chance, if you are in a place and not able to go to our temple or Adinam, then you can do this online as well. But it is recommended to go to a place where our temple or Adinam is available, or our center is available. So timings are 7 a.m. IST to 1:30 p.m. IST for the India time zone. For US time zone, it is 1 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. PST. So don't miss these timings. Both the timings are available for all of you. So must sign up for Initiation into Power Manifestation, which is the weekend program, and where you will be receiving Shiva Diksha, Vishesha Diksha, and Yatmalinga. So furthermore, and if you have already done and got the initiation, then must sign up as Sri Kailasavasi, which is you create your Kailasa wherever you are. The first thing Swamiji told, that first create Kailasa inside. When it is manifesting inside, because anything happens outside is a manifestation of what is happening inside. You create your reality. So create Kailasa inside, and you will see, you will start manifesting Kailasa outside. So sign up as Sri Kailasavasi. Just one sign up, and you will see, you will become an e-citizen of Sri Kailasa, which is the enlightened ecosystem around the world. Let's have 1 billion of Kailasavasi around the world to re-establish the enlightened ecosystem. So don't miss the opportunity to be part of Sri Kailasa. Along with this, we have lots of offerings which I would like to share. I would like to take only a few minutes of yours. Just quickly sign up. That's all is required. So Swamiji has opened one more opportunity of digitizing everything about Hinduism, all the contribution of Swamiji, which is Kailasa e-Digital Nation, one of the unique project of its kind, where collecting everything about Hinduism, organizing it and digitizing it so that it will be protected forever and available for humanity forever. So you can sign up for this project and write down. You can mention how you would like to be part of this project. So this is Sri Kailasa building a nation, which is Sri Kailasa. Sri Kailasa is a borderless Hindu nation. So Swamiji is making it happen, making it available in the digital format. So sign up for this project as per your wish, as per your talent and category, or however you wish to be part of it. Furthermore, if you feel that you need solutions in life and that should be very quickly available, then we have something available for your mobile, which is just one click away, the Enlighten app. The moment you download this app, not only the artificial intelligence is going to work behind this app, but the most important, the cosmic intelligence, directly Swamiji's blessings you are going to receive when you download this app. And people have shared multiple experiences just by downloading, not even using, just by downloading. So trust me, just download this and start using it, and you will see physically Swamiji will be there to solve your problems, to share, to give you the solutions in life. And this app is also available for your kids, where your kids will start manifesting powers. Basic powers are just like that. They'll be able to manifest just by going through the app. So don't miss to download the Enlighten app. Furthermore, if you have questions, or if you wanted to know more about Sri Kailasa, if you wanted to know more the dimensions and the various aspects where Swamiji has revived the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, then visit our website, which is www.kailasa.org. And of course, if you need the ebooks which was projected today, which Swamiji has written, all the books, all the gifts, everything is available in the website. You can just go through it. It's a vast ocean with everything which Swamiji has offered. So must visit our website, and you have a live chat option available where on the spot you can ask any of your question, any of the query, any healing if you want. So don't miss that opportunity as well. And further, if you want to write us, if you want to connect with us through email, then we have an email ID which is contact@kailasa.org. You can write us an email and reach out to us for anything you wish to, or any feedback you would like to give. We will be very happy to receive feedbacks from you. We'll be very happy to receive what else you wanted to know so that we can present it, because Swamiji has done the immense work towards humanity. It is too vast to even pick up those things and share with all of you every single day. We try our best to do that. But if you specifically wanted to know, we'll be very happy to hear from all of you. And don't miss listening to the live satsang, because when Swamiji comes live and initiate all of us, that's the best space, that's the best time to experience Paramashiva, to realize that we are Paramashiva. So every morning, 8 a.m. Swamiji comes live, and you can also tune in to Nithyananda TV or Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, wherever you are watching. 7 a.m. IST, and share the multiple dimensions and aspects the way Swamiji has contributed to the world. And of course, we had the opportunity to share the amount of persecution happened. So this is a platform where you can get more details, and we would like to have more feedback from all of you. It's a request, and we would like to have a review from everybody. Whatever questions from devotees, all the viewers, whoever wish to, you can give us a feedback, give your questions so that we can come up with more and more detailed informations, and the best of best, whatever we can offer, we would like to share with all of you. So tune in 7 a.m., which is the pre-segment of before Swamiji comes live for 1 hour. And after that, yes, of course, we have to listen to Swamiji, because that's how the Paramashiva is manifesting in the very body of Swamiji. Swamiji himself is the embodiment of Paramashiva. So let's not miss these opportunities when Paramashiva himself is making available so easily. You just need to open your Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. That's all needs to be done. So with this powerful initiation which we have received from Swamiji today, let us all manifest the powers of Paramashiva. State, space, and powers. The moment you have achieved that state and that space, time is to manifest his powers. So let us all stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Start your day with manifestation. And that's how you will learn how you can manifest anything in your life. So thank you for watching and listening, and hopefully see you soon tomorrow at the same time on the same channel with the various aspects and various dimensions of we sharing with all of you and receiving from all of you. We really wanted to make it more and more interactive and want to listen from all the viewers. So thank you for watching us, and stay tuned for Power Manifestation. See you all tomorrow. Nithyanandam.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. 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 Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam, let's start the manifesting power session with the Sadguru Vandana. Sit straight, visualize Swamiji in the third eye. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Garganasarvam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyananda, welcome to Kailash Courtyard Manifesting Past session. Welcome all of you. Such a amazing, heart-moving, melting satsang that Swamiji has given us. Really, we can experientially understand what is compassion. Such beautiful space Tyaga creates. That is why it is so sweet. When the Tyaga happens, it just dissolves the identity. That is why Tyaga is such a beautiful space. Such a unconditional love. Swamiji always says when Gurukul Balasans are around him, it is a scene to be seen. Because such a beautiful space, they don't have any vested interest or calculativeness, but just simple love for Swamiji. They experience and joy that they experience. It is so beautiful to see that. And Swamiji says, everybody can experience that beautiful space if you cuddle with a baby or a pet animal. Simply you feel that beautiful space. So before you go to sleep, if you have a beautiful cuddle with a baby or a pet animal, you will have such a beautiful sleep. The simple, sweet space that happens, compassion, the real compassion, happens when we are in the space of Tyaga. Just unconditionally doing everything just for no reason. And simply integrated with Paramashiva. The ultimate oneness with Paramashiva, ultimate oneness with Swamiji, in gratitude, in prayerful space, and such a beautiful space. Now we'll go to Shastra Pramana that Swamiji has given from that beautiful space and start the power manifestation.
The Shastra Pramana for the power of materialization is taken from the Spanda Karika, section 3 of Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4 and 3.5. Yatha hi arto sputo drishta savadhane pichetasi bhuyah sputataro bhati स्वबलोद्योगभावितः तथा यत्परमार्थेन येन यत्र यथा स्थितं तत्तथा बलमाक्रम्य न चिरात् सम्प्रवर्तते.
Such a beautiful sutra. Swamiji gives a translation. Indeed, as an object, when in spite of the attentiveness of the mind, is perceived and seen indistinctively at first, then appears and manifests more distinctly and more clearly. When observed with the strength of one's visual power, so when yogi restores of the power of Spanda, the highest essential nature that is in the one's essential dynamic pulsating nature of oneness with Sadashiva, then whatever things or object or idea actually exist in the highest dimension, in whichever form one seeks to know or manifest, whether in whichever place or time, in whichever state or dimension, that thing or the object at once, not after a long time, appears and manifests in the very same way. Here he says so beautifully, when we are in complete listening, restful awareness, that happens when we are in such a beautiful space that Swamiji is describing, the Tyaga, when there is no identity. Our identity is a load on us, constantly from our incompletion. It is projected. Switch off that whole thing, the laser beam that creates the picture, switch off the laser beam. Simply you will be in the oneness with Paramashiva, the deep oneness and deep silence and deep listening. You will enjoy that space with the ultimate space of manifesting the powers in all dimension. The yogi restores the power of spanda. The real power starts happening when Swamiji just let go everything, just connect to Muruga. He just went into the space of oneness with Muruga and manifested the reality. He raised himself to the higher level. The beautiful space, he enacts the whole thing for us to be very intense, highly intense, and take it to the next step, next possible, and completely aligned to what Swamiji is giving us. The Tyaga that we need to do is nothing to do with outside. Swamiji has done that for us. That is why he has made it very, very simple for us. We just need a simple integrity with Paramashiva, with Swamiji, and hold that space when he gives us any instruction, take it to the real core and manifest as reality. The more and more we take every word, not just for listening, but in reality, getting it grounded with that word that he gives us. He says compassion, and really being in compassion and really being the space of Tyaga and physically making a difference in your physical changes in your activity. That is really the Tyaga that we need to do. Constantly we are running the outer world and trying to catch up with what Swamiji says is constantly the conflict we are only living. But if we decide to let go that which doesn't exist and catch up to what Swamiji says, the beautiful Tyaga space, constant remembrance of Paramashiva, constant remembrance of Swamiji, and deep oneness and deep earning in a prayerful and gratitude space, and that how he had a deep earning for Muruga, he enacted that fully for us to understand what is the deep earning that we need to have, the intensity that we need to have to catch the glimpse of the higher reality. Now we are going to have the instruction. Today we are going to do the materialization, the power of materialization. Here, contemplate on the whole satsang that Swamiji has given, and you can do materialization or you can do teleporting. You can have two pieces of paper and place in one of them vibhuti, kumkum, or any of the sacred ash on that, and you can move it to the other paper from the oneness space of Paramashiva. So let's sit straight with your head, neck, and backbone in a straight line. Let the Kundalini raise to your Agnya. Deeply inhale and exhale. Chant the Mahavakya, literally your being vibrates. Contemplate on each and every truth that Swamiji has given. Such melting satsang he gave. Just be with those words. Just melt down in prayerful and gratitude space that you have got such an amazing master coming to your home and literally melting you down. Hold that beautiful space. And let's start chanting the Mahavakya.
See yourself as 25-headed, 50-handed Paramashiva, as eternally 16, youthful. Commit with Paramashiva. Only he exists. Anything else is delusion. Now, sit straight. We'll enter into the process. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashivam overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashivam overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashivam overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashivam overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So beautiful. Now let's take a picture of that, whatever is materialized, whatever Swamiji has shown. Take a picture and post it in Kailash Kotyar Manifesting Power page. Swamiji's Leela, all Swamiji's Leela are recorded in the Kailash Kotyar Manifesting Power page. You can click on it and in your own language, you can post whatever you have manifested. And if you can't see, it's gold dust and only in the hand you can see, you can just write a post of you manifested the power. Such a beautiful space Swamiji has shown. Let us go ahead and share this with the world. That's all we need to do. Whenever we share, it's a beautiful space we create for more and more people to experience the truth. The beautiful program Paramashivoham, just one satsang is like this. 21 days, if you get soaked in bliss under just Divya Shariri of Swamiji, continuously taking all the sessions just for you, how would that be? So go ahead and put the intention, the Paramashivam intention. Just when you make a sankalpa, Swamiji says life happens for you. That is the power of sankalpa, the willed. Once you are willed, simply it has to happen. So once you decide forever, I'm going to be with Swamiji, I want to be with Paramashivoham program, simply it has to become reality for you. All these things Swamiji gives such a beautiful space for us to manifest the higher reality, higher dimensions of Paramashiva. So go ahead and register yourself in PSM intention. If you have any question, PSM corner, the Paramashivam registration which is given. If you need blessings, healing blessings, send a picture and to the mail address, and whatever the problem is, simply that healing will start happening. The Balasans will start doing the healing sessions. Swamiji has given such a beautiful space and made it as a practical as possible for us to realize the whole space of oneness with Paramashiva, the ultimate that he is creating, for us to understand the reality, the beautiful space that he is giving us for more and more completion to happen, more and more intensity for I am Paramashiva to happen. Physically getting grounded, physically taking everything to the next level, because we understand only physical body. Swamiji always says, shut down your brain. Nothing in the brain that we need to change. Only in physical, being in awareness, being in listening with every action, doing the Tyaga continuously, wherever the incompletion is, be doing the Tyaga there and give up what we don't, it doesn't belong to us, and simply be in compassion with everybody. That is all he's saying for now, for us to manifest these powers. So let's surrender all the Shaktis and the powerful cognition that we have got to Swamiji's lotus feet. Let all the Shaktis become the Buddhi. More and more when we surrender, all the negative just disappears, and more the subtler part of the brains get activated. So let's surrender everything to Swamiji's lotus feet, and indeed prayerful and gratitude space. Thanks Swamiji for whatever he has shown today. With that, let's sit straight, visualize Swamiji in your third eye, and let's end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you everybody. Thank you Swamiji. Let's see in the next power manifestation session. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.